Okay, the next lesson for today is other letters of Khayshoom. Okay, this is not spelled right. It's Khayshoom. Okay, sheen hai yahan pe. So Khayshoom. Okay, Khayshoom is called the nasal cavity, right? The area of the inside the nose, right? The inside the nose, it's the nasal cavity, and this is the area from where two letters they are emanated. They come or they're emitted from these two areas, and we know that the letters that have gunna are the letters noon and meme, right? So noon and meme have two articulation areas. We know the articulation area for noon is the tip of the tongue, and the little top surface of the tongue when it touches the gums of the upper incisors. We also know that the articulation area, articulation point for meme is the lips, right? So noon, it is the tip of the tongue, and for meme it's the lips. But we also know that noon, the sound travels the sound travels through the nose, right? The sound travels through the nose. So if you remember, noon has partial stopping and partial running of the sound. Where is the partial stopping taking place? Where is this partial stopping taking place, sisters? Look at the diagram on the right over here. Okay. If you're looking at the diagram here, you will know what I'm talking about. There is partial stopping here. 1 minute, let me just get this for you. Okay, partial stopping. My pen is not working for some reason. Excuse me for that. Okay. Okay, partial stopping looking for the letter noon over here. The tip of the tongue is the tip and the surface of the tongue rises up to the gums of the top incisors. Here the sound is imprisoned. Okay, here the sound is imprisoned at the tip of the tongue for noon, but the sound travels through the nose. The gunna that you hear in noon is because the sound is stopped at the tip of the tongue, but it also moves through the nose, the nasal cavity. So you have partial stopping and partial running of the sound. And where is this sound running from? From the nose, right? So the hole in the nose is another area from where the sound is emanated, where the sound comes out, and this gives the letter its gunna. Okay, this gives the letter its gunna. How about meme? Where is the sound stop? At the lips, right? Both the lips are shut, like they're in the resting position. So the sound is imprisoned at the lips, but the sound is traveling through the nose, and that's the reason why even meme has a gunna. So remember, meme and noon both are tarqiq letters, istifal letters. So I'm using both the terminology here, tarqiq, istifal. Why? Because the back of the tongue is not raised. If I raise the back of the tongue, then it becomes a tafkhim letter, right? In both noon and meme, the back of the tongue is not raised. So both the letters are istifal letters, or also known as tarqiq letters. Okay, and in both the letters, in both meme and noon, you will notice that the sound is blocked partially, and partially it is running. For noon, it is blocked at the tip of the tongue. For meme, it's blocked at the lips. It's running for both through the nose. So this nose, the running of the sound through the nose, is what gives the letter its gunna. So what is gunna here? Gunna is a nasal sound, not a letter written coming from the nasopharynx without any influence from the tongue. Okay, so the gunna is a sound that comes from, there's no influence to the tongue because the sound is traveling through the nose here. Okay, so that because the sound is directed through the nose, it gives the letter noon and meme its gunna. So there's no involvement of the tongue over here. So if you hold your nose closed, you will not be able to produce the gunna sound. But the letters noon and meme themselves that have this associated sound with them are not articulated through the nose. So if you try to close your nose and try to say noon and meme, you will notice that you cannot make the gunna. Okay, so gunna is a characteristic of noon and meme prevalent more when they have a shadda on them. What does this mean? When noon and meme come with a shadda, then the sound of the gunna is accentuated. When I say accentuated, it becomes more prominent, right? Like in the word inna, in the word amma, right? When you say amma, you say meme has a shadda, amma, then inna, right? So the sound of the gunna gets more accentuated, more prominent. The length of the gunna, remember the length of the gunna will be the same. The length of the gunna will be the same. So the length in Jazariya, the one we are doing right now, Hafs and Asim, the length of the gunna is two counts. Okay, the length of the gunna is two counts. How will the gunna differ? How will the gunna differ? They will differ in their strength. Okay. Okay, like if you have idgham, the strength of the gunna will be more. The length of the gunna will be the same. It will be the same two harakas. It will be stretched to the same two harakas, but the strength will differ. That's why you have different strengths of gunnas. But if you see all the gunnas in idgham, in iqlab, right, in ikhfa, they're all two haraka long. All of them are two haraka long. But how do they differ? They differ in their strength. Okay, so with that we have finished the makharij of the letters, and inshallah we will go to our next topic. Inshallah, next class we will do sifatul huruf.